personalities we can kind of adapt and change and kind of be aware of. Character is kind of slightly different. So with that being said, when she kind of invited me to co-author, I was very interested because my oldest actually is kind of going through her own ups and downs for her friendship. Whether it was bullying, whether it was, is she my real friend? Mom, this is going on, this is going on. And like Yolanda said, from my point of view, like I said, I don't mess with females, or, that's just how girls are. But I didn't want to give her that, I guess instill that into her. So I told her, maybe that's the personality. Maybe you need to go have a conversation with them, talk it out. And basically, you have your personality is made up of B words, I words, S words, and C words. So B words like dominant, domineering, this is the demanding, those type of words. I like influencing, inspirational. S is to be sensitive. C is to be calculating, critical. So once you do like a self-assessment for personality, you'll find out what your blend is, and then I can tell you what your motivations are, how you deal with conflicts, what are your strengths, and what are your weaknesses. So sometimes it might be like I'm a high D, so I can be very demanding. I can be very strict. I'm a high C, so I can be very critical as well. So I might handle a situation different than an S, which is sensitive and more soft. So it's kind of how you mix those personalities and how you have to adapt to others.
I work with people.
Yeah, how you work with people. So, and that's kind of what I bring is that you have to work with your friends, You might not be doing that on purpose. Maybe she might be very strict and critical, but hey, just have that conversation with her so she can understand and then go from there.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Okay. Ladies, so will you introduce yourselves with your name and your age?
My name is Julia Hobbs, and I'm 12. My name is Trinity, and I'm 11. My name is Kenny Smith-Tesh, and I'm 9. My name is Charisma McTesh.
I didn't hear you.
My name is Charisma McTesh, and
All right, and so will you share your first thoughts about loyalty?
my first thoughts about loyalty, like when I started the book. My first thoughts about loyalty, before I read the book, I thought that it was just going to be a book about like how to have a good friendship with them, like what a good friend is to you. But after I read it, it was much more like the difference between like Neil and Lifter, and like it wasn't on how to keep good friends and how to tell the difference between a fake friend and a real friend. And I also liked how it had little writing little writing drills at the end of each chapter. When I first started on the book, before I read it, I thought loyalty was like how to like treat yourself and all into that, treat your friends, and I thought it was just so like you being a good friend to other people. But then after I read the book, I felt like it has like to do with code, like all the empathy and all that stuff. And then like just like she said with the favorite season, life and seasonal, and then like not try not to get backstabbing to your friends, and like try to take part of yourself and just take time to help your friends.
Excellent.
Before I like read the book, it was kind of I really didn't know what like loyalty was, but like my guess of loyalty was that it was just like how to treat your friends and like yeah. And after I read the book, I know now I know more about loyalty. I know more of how to treat my friends. I know more how to respect my friends. Now I know about the girl code, and I know about lifer and seasonal, and so before I read the book, I thought loyalty meant like being presentable and like how to treat your friends right and wrong. And then when I read some of the book, it was more like when how you know if you have a great friend or when you're a good friend. They're like so at like at the end of the chapter or let you how you feel so like when you're in that situation you're able to go back to it.
Very good. And so for those of you in the audience, so there is a chapter that talks about recognizing, the saying that people come into your life for a season, a reason, a lifetime. And so we talk about that it's okay to have seasonal friends. It's okay to have someone in your life and you decide that you grow apart or you just find that your values don't align anymore. You don't like the same things. You're not doing the same things anymore. They don't make you feel good to be around them. That is a part of understanding who you are. And so we talk about that we have seasonal friends and we have lifers. My most seasoned friend, we've been friends for over 30 years. Does that mean that it's perfect? Absolutely not. But that means that we're willing to continue to work together, that we can communicate, that we care enough to talk to one another. And so when you all read the book and you think about how do you see your friends today? And one thing I want to stress to the adults in the room, this is a book that will grow with girls. I had a conversation with the mom of my 8-year-old goddaughter today because they are the youngest group. She and 5 of her friends, and their parents, are all working through the book right now. And so I was very concerned at their age, how they would receive it. Now, an 8-year-old mind is very different than that of a 16-year-old, and their experiences are different. But we also have in this chapter, the chapter that is talking about loving on yourself, we're talking about self-esteem. So the girls rate themselves and how they view themselves from a self-esteem perspective. And so my 8-year-old goddaughter, Ryan, she rated herself all 10s. And her mom today said, well, of course, life is great right now. She feels good about herself. But her friend has a different set of ratings. So even how they see themselves at 8 and how they will see themselves at 18, that's going to shift. And so I'm encouraging, and there will be supplemental materials that will come with loyalty in the future, but I'm encouraging all mothers, mentors, caring adults to get a supplemental journal, notebooks to go with this book, because the answers that they have completed today will be different maybe even a year from now, and so this is a book that can grow with young ladies. So that's something that we're really excited about. And so when you all think about your friends, who you have in your life today, was there anything in the book that made you think that you would do something different? Yes, Denise?
So my friends, they're not like, in the book, it like told me how to like respect myself, and my friends, I don't think that, the book made me realize that they're seasonal friends, they're not lifelong friends, like, if they're not like gonna like really be there for me, then they shouldn't really be my friends at all, because in this book, it tells you to respect yourself, and respect your friends, and I just think that I need better friends because they're not really respecting me.
Thank you. Yes.
Like for a seasonal friend, like is the people who like when something is going like wrong with me or like something like is happening to me at the moment, they're not there for the life friend. Like one of my life friends that they was me is like she's always there for me, and in the book it tells like in No Big Thing chapter it tells you have to like when something's going on, if it's a seasonal thing, just walk away from what they have going on, and if they don't want to be a friend, just walk away from that. And a lifelong friend is like where they respect you and like they're always there for you and they don't turn their back on you and go around and do other things.
Very good. Excellent. So did anyone learn anything about yourselves as far as the type of friend that you are? So did you find anything that you might do differently in how are you a good friend? Did you find anything else about yourself as a friend, yourselves? Yes.
So like I found like sometimes sometimes when friends like
realize that I'm doing, and then when I like recommend the book, I realize that I was doing these things, and so I'm gonna try to fix them.
I realized that myself that the respect I was giving to all my lifetimes wasn't enough. And I feel like now is my time to change. And as I read this book, now is my time to change and show them how much respect I give to them and hopefully them show much of the respect I give to them and so to me. And I just want to become a better writer than being like the season where people will be down here and my life will be up here and I feel more respect for them.
Thank you.
After reading this book, I decided not to be so bossy to my friends. Because I'm kind of bossy. I realized I'm kind of bossy to my friends because like we usually like get in like a lot of fights and I'm like, well, am I starting these fights? Or people like coming to me so like I'm not gonna be so bossy so we don't like get in any more fights.
Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I have a question for the young ladies.
Yes.
After you've read the book and you've looked inside yourself, and you feel like you're better for having read it, do you find that your friends are looking at you as examples, or are they still being how they were before you became enlightened or smarter about loyalty? Anybody?
I haven't really seen my friends yet since it's spring break, but I think since I have read this book and I can be a better role model for them, like a better role model, they can learn from me.
I like your
And, like we won't
necklace.
have no more drama and like we can just be all lifer friends and like be loyal.
Because you can teach them.
Yeah, like maybe some of spring break too, but I probably feel like after I read this book, I can be an example to them because some of my friends like get in front of other people and they just start to act fake towards me and just not me. It's just like most of my friends that they hang out with, and I feel like after this, everyone when we all get together, we should all should be hanging out, not just one person is going to hang out with all of these people and leave all of these people behind. I feel like I can be an example to them and show them how.
Just like Lisa, I will be a role model to my friends, and like they said, I'm a spring break as well. So I think I'll be like a leader and be a role model to my friends and those who like the people around me.
Okay, so let me ask you to think about that question, because when you talk about drama, does the book teach you, because I don't want anyone to think that the book just tells you drop everybody, because that's just not going to happen. But because drama happens for me at 50 with my girlfriends, just like it does for you all, you know, and types of drama will differ over the years. But did the book teach you anything about how to better deal with drama? Do you think? Yes.
I think, yeah, it taught me how to better deal with them. Like, one second, like, call and arguments and stuff, and just for like, show me, and then, like, once there's gonna be, like, my friends again, then we just wanna, like, not talk like a big, long, yeah. And then, but once people just start to pull me into the drama, I'm just gonna walk away from it and not deal with it. And, because that's what the book says to do, and try to follow it.
Very good, thank you.
I wrote like notes in my book, like saying, they're like questions, like, am I doing something, like, am I starting it? And is, anybody else starting it? And like, how can I walk away from it? So, like,
Okay, very good. Good job. You have any questions, Whitney?
up to like 18, 19, when I had my first child, I really didn't know myself. Didn't know my strengths, my motivations, aware of how I dealt with conflict, but not sure why. So it's important to know yourself, because of course if you don't, then you end up following everybody else. You kind of end up in the same kind of crowd, doing the same kind of thing. So once you identify with who you are, you can kind of use that as a tool in life, period. So whether, I rather don't find out now, because I didn't have those conversations with my mom. You know, I was a great student and all of that, and my mom didn't know what I was into. So with that being said, granted, they're gonna do what they do, and we don't know everything that they do, but at least they have that tool, you know, so I think it's great.
Thank you. Thank you. So, if you all don't have any more questions, we're going to take some time for just kind of meet and greet with us, get some food, get some refreshments, and we want to introduce our guest. Yes.
I have one more question.
Absolutely.
I am doubting that you can teach empathy. I have a person who is friendly, we are friendly with one another, who has said to me, you have a lot of great empathy and I just don't have that, and I'm not really interested in getting that. So, and then not to put my kid on blast, but she has a friend at 12 who has said the same thing to her. I don't really have empathy, I don't know. So, when your friends are good friends to you and they're nice people, but they don't have empathy, can you really consider them a lifer? So it took me all that to say that. I mean, or are they just seasonal? Because some people have qualities even at 12 and 9 and 8. Some kids have really great qualities, but they're never going to empathize with you and demonstrate friendship the way that you need to give it off to them, right? The way that you need to. So
I think having an empathetic child, it's the same as teaching kindness. Though to me, empathy is taught. I do believe, yes, we model it, and I think that when you think of raising kind kids, raising kids that have a perspective of the world around them because of what we teach them. If we don't show that to them, if we're not exposing them in their communities, you know, if we're not talking to them about appreciating someone who has less than they do, or putting them in situations where they can learn to put themselves in the shoes of another person. And that's how I approach it in the book, and I'll just read it. The key to communication and resolving conflicts is the ability to understand how other people might see a situation and how they feel. Empathy is at the root of all healthy relationships. It helps you know how your actions affect others and what actions you need to take to be a good friend. Showing empathy means you can share the emotion your friend may be experiencing by putting yourself in their shoes so you can better relate. Being empathetic means you can accept a friend's perspective even if you don't always agree with it or directly impacted by the situation. And so there is an exercise in the book where the girls have to identify whether it's character, observation, discernment, or empathy. And so there are some specific scenarios that they'll relate to, that they can identify. So I think that it doesn't necessarily put a person in a situation to count someone out as a lifer because they never learned empathy, or they haven't, because we teach people how to treat us too. I really believe that. I think that, and understanding why it's important to have like values, because being empathetic and having an appreciation for certain things in life, that is a shared value that people can share, I believe. And so, and again, if you have someone that doesn't appreciate you or never wants to see your perspective, then yeah, that's a conflict, you know, between two people.
And I always show hands with basically, she might be a good friend, or he might be a good friend, but are they a good friend for you?
Yes.
You know, might have those characteristics in life, but if that empathy is something important that you need, it is what it is sometimes.
What she said. for writing this book because it is an implementation and a segue to conversations that I also have a about to be 16-year-old along with my 12-year-old, and we have conversations about friends and foes all the time. But in the book, you write a chapter, of course, for moms, and Kalia kind of brought me to the table and said, "Well, Mama, you tell all my business."
My daughter would say the same.
No, you tell. I said no, and I just had to explain to her and my niece. I said, when I was little and I brought home an A, my grandmama would tell my mama tell my grandmama, and granddaddy, and next door lady would know, and everybody, oh, I Kim made an A. If I Kim stole some bubble gum at the grocery store, guess what? Everybody knew about it. So that was kind of like your, them kind of holding you accountable.
The
Yeah, and
village.
that's something that
The
today our kids don't have that.
The village.
You know, I'm 45, I can say, so back in the day, we had accountability. Neighbors, you know, even people that we didn't know, you know, we had accountability back then. And today, that's almost non-existent. So I tell her this to let her know that every decision that she makes, just know that while you're in the midst of making that decision, okay, what if my teacher finds out about this? What if my dad finds out about this? What if, you know, people that are not here find out about this? It makes you think twice about the decisions that you make.
Well, feel free to grab some refreshments and come see us. You want to introduce our guest?
Yes, if you ladies want to step forward or wave.
Look, so we were enjoying just highlighting you ladies. I'm Dee.
I'm T.
And we host a radio show called This Thing Called Life on New Beat Radio. And we've been stoked since I was the first one to see the write-up about the book. And I was like, sis, read this. We have got to because we are really big on love and loyalty, sisterhood. You know, that is a part of who we are and what we represent. And when I saw just I think Miss Whitney was the one that actually put it in the indie group, and I was just like, look, we need y'all. We need you all because this is something that it transcends age.
Yes.
It does transcend age. It actually crosses over racial boundaries. It crosses over religious boundaries. It really is something that, like, I can't remember who it was that was talking about, you know, when you start out little. Because even with the little one, she emulates everything.
Yes.
Everything. So when you're nice, she's nice. When you're not, she has her little going on. So as my sister zooms in on me, and because she's live from our This Thing Called Life page on Facebook, and I'm live from our YouTube page. So, you know, we're just kind of making sure that we cross all boundaries. But we ask you all to tune in on Wednesday because we have two very special guests that are going to be joining us and our listening audience. We have a promo that's up and out, but we will be putting a few more out between now and then. And we ask that you all would share because the more people that know about this book, the more of our young people that will be reached while they're young, so they don't have to deal with all the toxic relationships that we've had to endure. So, yeah. So, but thank you all for the invite, and thank you for accepting our invitation. Yes.
That startled me.
Huh?
That startled me.
I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't you. You were just like, can I stand up?